Okay, I believe I'm live. Let's see here. Wow, I didn't expect Nvidia to drop today. I have a swing on it. Surprising because it's bullish for today, even with all that China business that Trump's got us involved in again. Is that going to be a problem for me today again? Oh my goodness. Oh my God, it's not doing it. Oh, guys, I've gone live and I need to I got to log off my computer for a second here, guys. So I'm going to put a different message on here for a second, so you don't see my my account number and stuff. And then I'll be right back. Wow! Right after I got all the scanners set up and everything else. So my screen's about to come back up, guys. I'm just if you're just coming on, I've been off for a while. Seems to be the only way to fix this weird chart problem I have is to log off and log back on again. And it's very annoying. I've got all my scanners and they open up in different places because I saved them with the scanners opened, so they open up all over around my 6 screens. I'm kind of moving them around. I'm making sure I've got my things set up here. Okay, now I can turn this back off. And I'm back. All right, now let's see. Good morning, everybody who's here. I know I probably lost some viewers because I haven't been consistent. And that's just the way it goes.
BX Blackstone.
I'm hoping that I help a lot of people, but the reality is that the YouTube money is not not a big deal to me, obviously, with trading. But I would like to see the $1 Million Margin Club. I forgot. I'm over here. Obviously, they have some really good products, and I'd like to see people logging, and I'd like to see people, using the custom scripts that are offered here. And I know that everybody has the same idea to help everybody out. So I spoke earlier that we're not going to start trading until things are really consolidating around 10 a.m. East Coast time, a half hour after the market opens on the New York Stock Exchange. And I did speak earlier that I'm very surprised that Nvidia went down. I have a swing on this on another account that I just took this morning, thinking this is going to end up at 188 today. It's supposed to be bullish. Let's go over the news for those of you that are here early. Now, I get the bias on these from a lot of different information people have asked me, and I do plan on following up with still following forward with swing strategies and swing videotapes and all the stuff we have planned for next year. And this is kind of the process we go through when we're going to swing. So I'm going to read you what we have. We have bullish for the SPY. We have QQQ is a bullish, tilting bullish. NVIDIA, very bullish. AMD bullish. Tesla, both ways. Apple, bullish. Amazon, bullish. Google, bullish. Palantir, slightly bullish. Hood is neutral. Sophie is bullish. One might be one we're looking at today. AVGO is bullish. CoreWeave is slightly bullish. HMS is bullish tilt. APLD, Applied Digital, is something we might look at today, is bullish. BABA is bullish. IREN is bullish. And MU is bullish. Let's see. The 14th day of the shutdown. Things to keep in mind. But swing trading wise, then you'd get into the individual stocks and, you know, what is their value. And you'd look at, I always look at the day, a lot of it. If you do that John Bull Bear game that is over here, looking at the daily patterns is really important. So if we were to look at NVIDIA's daily pattern right here, you'd have to call it on what you see, right? So I don't know why there's a little green line right there. That's weird. But you know, you'd look over here, you look at the sort of the, right there alone, that support would make you think that it's going to go up off the 82 if you look at the day. And then the other thing you do on the day if you're going to swing is you would do a trend line from someplace fairly recently, and you'd kind of scan across like as many taps as you can. Once again, we're right at the level. So there, you know, you'd continue to go after you have figured out that it's going to be bullish, and then you'd look at the historical and technical data. And this is just very briefly. It looks like it's got support right there around between the 82 and 83 level. So I do think it's going to pop back up into the high 80s. That's just my thought. It could be wrong, but it seems like it's stalled right at that level. See that? I just drew that. But it wasn't here. I mean, that was from before. So it just showed you exactly what I was saying. That's why historical data is so good. Let's go over these scanners because I've been getting questions about this, and then we'll zoom in on the stocks we might want to trade today. So on the first scanner here, let me go to, actually, you know what? I don't even need to do it this way. Let me do it this way. So on our first scanner is the Professor's Volume scanner, which is this one here. This is on the watch list, what opens up from this. So basically what this is it's priced between $25 and $400, and it is your ATR is equal to 3 or greater, and you have a minimum of 10,000 volume per 1 minute candle. And all these came up in the order of their volume. And then this is set to pick up things like the spread, how far it is from the high of day, and then what is your average over 1 minute. So this is really one of the more popular ones to trade that you're going to get the action, and that is the one that's available over there at here at the $1 Million Margin Club is the Professor's Volume, the volume one, which is called Professor's Volume and Price. And then the other one, let me close that up a bit, that is good is the consolidation scanner, which is this one, right? And that isn't going to open as many. And basically this is priced between 25 and 400. And its ATR is equal to 2 or greater, minimum of 100,000 in volume per 1 minute candle. So these are going to be a little bit bigger, you know, more productive stocks, but they might be a little bit more expensive when you find them. You know, but some of them aren't. You can see here, and this is telling you whether it's hard to borrow or not. So this is another one that I always keep open that I look at to trade. And then the third one I'll talk about today is the 50K per minute, and that's this one here. So it's basically giving you, instead of 100K for the 1 minute candle, it's 50K. It's priced between 25 and 200. So they're cheaper stocks, as you can see. And then it's got a minimum of 50K volume per 1 minute candle and 2 billion market cap up. So this is going to get your mid caps in here. So this is pretty good here. So this is the Professor's 50K per minute mid cap scanner, if you're looking for that. That's just on a watch list now. Now let's get into the nitty gritty of what I got a lot of questions about. So this one is very, very popular. This is the high of day scanner. So basically, That's $2 or greater in price, maximum of 100,000 volume per 1 minute candle, consistently updates high of day. So let me get it off this screen and I'll click onto one here, which is, this is the one that it's showing. As you can see, you're going to get the movers as they're moving. So this is one that you pay a fortune for over at you know whose site that that charges you $3,000 to trade with him. This is the same settings, and you can get it for $4.99. So this is going to instantly tell you the movers, and you can hop on them, you know. So like we'll go down to the next one down. This is the next one down that it picked up, and that was also moving like crazy. So, and then it'll say whether they're hard to borrow, easy to borrow. Here's another one. See, these are all on this scanner, the top three. So it's going to tell you the movers. And again, this is the professor's high of day scanner, and it's one that is you would normally have to pay a fortune for, and you can get it now for like $4.99. So, and then the other one is that's really popular is the Gap and Go, another one that's sold over at that we'll say nameless area that they're charging you $3,000 to get the stocks that they have here, the scanner that they have here to get their scanners. I mean, I guess they have deals. I should be careful how I say that. But generally, just to get involved, you're paying so much money. Here it's for $4.99. Let's take a look at it. So the Gap and Go seed was the top. So there, that one. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go up. The next one down was IBG. That one definitely made a move pre-market, and then starting to go up now. Next one down, there's RKDA. That one is going up right now. I really like the high of day one more than the Gap and Go one. But this is the other one, Gap and Go. So those are the 5 main scanners that I coded and now are made available at the $1 Million Margin Club. So I wanted to go over those. You can rewatch the live video if you want. I know we have a light crowd today trading with us. Most people don't even know I'm here. So now we're going to start getting into
trade is circulating on QBTS.
We might want to trade today.
On QBTS from James Alsher.
I just marked this out for those of you that just came in to show you the support levels for the longer move for the day. Let's take a look at this scalping of this on the 1 minute to see if we have some consolidation at that level, and we do. So now if you're new here, this is the ATR for the Day Trading Volume 1 RV strategy, so that's going to be pretty well respected. You can see it tapped it a bunch there. And then there's the it's interesting. That's usually that. Oh, that's a trend line. Okay. I was like, that's the low of day ATR. Okay, no, that's a trend line that just I made it. I should make it look like a different color so we know it's a trend line. There we go. There we go. Okay. Because it's going to get mixed up with some of these others. So you have the 20, the 14, the 9. This is a loaded one. You got your vertical lines here for the multi-chart alignment. You were about to break on a 5 minute, which shows signs that it is going to continue to go up. It's probably hit its low here, but I don't know. Its low down here was 81. Probably going to start recovering, but you never know, right? I do think it's going to go up today. So when we look at this for scalping, and let me just see what we're getting. So remember, now just look over the ask or the bid, count to 15 in your head. Does this move 10 to 15 cents in that period of time? And it just did. So it moved 10 cents anyway. So that's definitely doable, like it normally is for shares. Let's go down to something more conservative. Let's try Apple, which isn't going to move as much. So let's just take a quick look here before I do anything else over here. Yeah, so the most I got there was 4 cents, so I'm not interested in that right now. Let's try iron. This one it's much cheaper, and it is still easy to borrow. No, it's hard to borrow. Let's get away from that then. Forget it. Nope. What do we got here? D-Wave. This popped up on the scanners. Let's take a look at this. This is the easy cheater's way to check. Yeah, so we got enough. We got over 10 cents there in like eight seconds. So does it look like it's got a pattern we can trade? Now, the thing is with these stocks, if they're not the large cap, you can't always count on the average of retracement as much, like the up and down. So that's the one good thing about the large cap, why we the whole strategy was developed, was that you could, almost, a high percentage of time, if you got in the wrong way, it's going to retrace. It just sits there and moves between levels. Look at how the ATR is respected there with that. So this might be something to watch. I would want more data on this before I jump into a stock that's not that big. It's usually not on my radar here even. So this went up $10. Oh my God, AMD went crazy. What happened here? Wow. Let me get these lines out of here. Wow. So this is a potential. Now, the only thing is it's going one direction, but if we could go long biased on retracements, we might have something here. If it's just starting to settle down right here, this might be our baby. This is good to see, a move enough where we can, if we start to break into some consolidation now, this would be good. But this might start to retrace. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so clearly moving fast enough. What else do we have here? So multiple analysis raised their target price. That's what's going on
Governor
here.
Mirren speaking at the CNBC event.
Let me look at over here. So if you get on my Benzinga here and we go to mega cap, we should have, it's got the squawk on it, should have AMD right here somewhere. Did I just pass it? Yeah, here it is. So let's see what they're saying on the news for AMD. Here's the analyst ratings down here. So, and the dates that they last gave. So that was on the 15th. Buy. So new target price is 310. So you can see this is a good thing to have up in Zing. I have a link to get this if you want. And they have their own pro lounge and stuff. So you can, this will be something we'll be using on the swing trades a lot. When we get into swinging, which I will be doing next year, we're going to get into it. But so you should get prepared and get whatever wire service you want. But yeah, you can see why this is nowhere near where it might end up. So we could trade this long biased, and we might want to get into it soon here. Let me just look at the rest of the thing on an even dollar. There is 230.70. What's our spread? I'll lower this to 50 just to get my feet wet on this, guys. If you're ready, we're 1 minute away from when I said I'd start. Go ahead and get in there at my first trade. Very low share size, so I can add to it. Now, I've funded an account with $40,000 to trade over here at the $1 Million Margin Club. And I might do a swing. So with that in mind, I want to make sure I don't hold stocks more than $40,000 of my entire account. So for instance, on AMD, so that I don't have to pay a margin fee overnight if I swing it. So the maximum share size I can have on this stock is 150 if I decide to hold it. So, well, we'll just try to take a quick $20 profit there on our first trade if it gives us another chance there. That was a good enough for me to grab it. So that was only 50 shares, so that means I could have averaged in more. Wow, look at the market magnet come across there, and it popped it up. So this is just going to continue to go up. Let me see if I can get a dip at the 50 cent. I'll try that there. Wow, what did I get that at 32? That was a big drop out of nowhere. Almost too big. That was a little scary that it dropped, but I grabbed it, and it might start its retracing here. So if that happens, I'm not sure I want to average into this. If it's going to retrace way down there, I might just get out of this. Yeah, I'm just going to get out. Yeah, I'm just going to get out. I don't like the look of it, so. Okay, so that was a losing trade, but I'd rather get out rather than average down to something that's on the way down. So if the 230, yeah, see the 230 didn't hold it. It's at the 9. Yeah, the data showed it going down a little further, so let's try to get a little lower dip. I still want to go long biased on this. It needs to start consolidating, though, a little bit here. So,
Marion said changes to immigration.
But like I was saying, so like the regular stocks I trade, if I'm going to hold to a possible swing and I don't want to hold margin, then Tesla could only be 100 shares, Broadcom 100, Apple 150, AMD 150, Nvidia 200, Palantir 200, Baba 200, Hood 250, CoreWeave 250, Iron 500, just as an example. So you might see me trade. So that's going to be very low share size, so that I can hold the. We had a lot of conversations about this in the last week, guys, about I'm recovering off screen and you see me lose on screen. Had a lot of help dissecting the way I trade because I'm excuse me, very successful with the RV strategy, thousands and thousands of dollars a day, and then trying to replicate it. I always come back, as I'm sure you've seen. I'll show you my TradingView. I didn't really download everything for today, but I'll show you it at some point, maybe tomorrow, just so you can see that I did make money the week I was gone too on this account, practicing on how to bring this back to you guys in a way that maybe you could benefit a little bit better. So I think that's going to be the first thing. The share size is going to remain low so that we could hold into longer dips. You're not going to see me add to it very quickly, so we can hold into longer dips. So what does that mean? I'm not going to take as many trades live with you, but I'm going to talk to you about what I am doing as it goes if I go off screen. So I don't really want to set the goal of 150 with the slow share size. I want to set the goal of being green. I do have a goal of that for me to trade for the day in this account, but whether you will see it all is the downfall. If I rush the trades, that's the downfall. So we can learn together when you guys can continue to trade based on what I say, not on what I do if you want to, as time goes on. It's banging off the 14. And I do think trying to show a positive result in the short period of time I have is a recipe for failure. So, and then still be able to trade every day. Because I believe you can be green every day and trade every day, no matter what. I know some people say some days you just shouldn't trade. That's a personal thing, right? Like if you just aren't feeling it, then absolutely. But it's not because of the market, because there are always opportunities here. So look, this is slowing down here. It's right at the magnet. It's making me think about getting in again at this, but nope, there it goes. So we might want to come back to this because it's in the middle of trying to find its channels, and that's a big channel. Well, it's only $1, is it? It's $1. Yeah, it's only $1. No, it's 31. Yeah, $1.50. It is slowing down. You can see on the Scalp Pro, but long biased here on a dip. That could be the bottom actually. It's at the 50 cents. I'll go ahead, guys. I'm going to take one more shot on this because it does show signs of turning around right here. We have 2 reversal candles. Oh, and of course it's going to hurt me. So, yeah, could have told you. It could go back down a long way. So, so I'm now red because it did look, it fooled me there. It looked like it was going to do something there. And where's our VWAP here? Do I not have that on here? Yeah, VWAP. Why it's not showing? Oh, because it moved up so high today. So fast. I still believe we should be seeing it. Okay, well, it's just... So it didn't make a big drop, so I held. So you're going to see a lot of boring trading, but I believe we'll be nice and green by the time it's over. And I just got to pick my moves, and you guys got to be careful that way too. There we go. So we're back green on this trade, briefly. I was $20-something a few minutes ago.
Backward-looking policy now should be based on where Fed thinks prices will be a year from now. See substantial.
That's it. So we're going to play it long biased
coming from housing in coming months.
I'll try to get out at that level and get back to where I was a minute ago. Should have probably just gone market and it would all have been over. There we go. So $27 now. And at least it's not just fading. So this is what we're looking for. So we've got the whole and half dollars. I do not have the fib set up on this right now because it is beyond where it, well, I don't know. Let's take a look at the fibs. No, we could do fibs here. Let's do a quick fib here just to make sure we're not missing some major level here. Wait, I'm on a 5-minute. $159? That says 5-minute one day. That stock was not at 159 a few days ago, right? Am I missing something here? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I did. It made that huge. That's right. Okay. Ugh, that was freaking me out. I'm not going to do a fib based on that. That's right. That was that huge news that sent it all up in one day. So I thought I was in a time capsule for a minute there. That was weird. Yeah, that's why I didn't do fibs. I'm remembering now. So, all right. So we broke where it was. Now, going short is not something I really want to do here, but we will.
IRBTI robot getting a pop in volume here now. India Romeo Bravo Tango, IRBT. Share is spiking $4.69, up about 19%.
Did that hit the scanner here? Wow, wish we would have stayed in that move, huh, guys? That would have been a good one. Maybe some of you did. Long biased, waiting for some consolidation. That's what we want. Long biased. People are getting the idea about this, so they're jumping on the bandwagon. They missed the move from down here. I almost took a swing on this today. I thought instead I went for NVIDIA, which is now recovering finally, thank goodness. I think I have one on Tesla too. Can't remember. Just lower share size, like 500. Not my normal ridiculous stuff.
Not put upward pressure on wages.
You know, if you're lucky enough to fund an account for like $500,000, then you can margin to $2 million. And the problem is, overnight you only get to margin for half of that. So if you're holding like 2,000 shares or something, suddenly you get a margin call, or they start to sell off some of your shares. Like, whoa. You know, if it's going against you, you can't really wait into the move. So you have to be careful. And really, it's the way you should trade on any swing move, which is why I brought up the way we were going to do it here on this now for this type of thing. So I did not go in any of these dips. I had a chance there. The MACD turned it around right there at that level where you kind of left that evening start. Wow. Man, I really hesitate to short this, but it seems like there's some short-term money for the strike and retracement strategy here, and recoil strategy. So let's get a look at how this is really moving here. Anything below 232 might be worth going long with at this point. And then being prepared for a drawdown of $50, you know, a whole dollar if it happens. 93. Almost did it, guys. It was right there quivering on that buy the bid. I'm going to go for it. Going to pick me up? Nope. One more hit down there. Nope. I got to reassess the level 2 before I let it just sit there. There we go. Get it at 84. Oh, come on. I really want it now. Pick me up. One more dip. One more dip. Come on. Oh, my God. Did you see that? It just wouldn't pick me up. Now it's going to do it. No? There it goes. Now, hopefully, it won't just dive. The drop in depth charges. Dive. Dive. Whew. There we go. So, you know, you could hold this a little longer because we're going to trade it long biased, right? So we could hold this into a deeper move, maybe $30 up there, which would be, 60 cents up. Or this could happen. Now, again, you're not going to see me add very quickly to these kind of moves. I am long biased, so I would tend more to add on the way back up. Like if that MACD was pointing the other way, then I might do it, but it's not. So 37, 27, it's pointing down still. Let's see if this 27 holds it, turns it around. $25 now on the bid. To get in it, I would probably buy as it goes up. I'm going to go for it based on what I'm seeing there. So big chance, obviously, that this could get into $100 before you know it. But I'm willing to play it long biased on this being a dip. MACD is also sending it down, but it looked like it was going to recover. So now it's all new data. If it doesn't recover, then it's just like it doesn't matter what I saw a minute ago, you know. There we go. So that's a reversal sign at the bottom, especially if this turns green. And then we can make some bigger money here because I'm now at 57 cents. I had a cushion, so this doesn't seem as bad.
Fez Mirren saying not seeing anything in alternative data yet that cast out on core forecast.
At any time, people could decide, well, AMD's gone high enough. And you're going the wrong way.
Hopeful to have needed data in hand for the
Trading
October
with the
meeting.
crowd.
If not, we'll rely on
I was green for a second. Obviously, we're waiting for a bigger move. I don't like to see that down there. Good. Magnet pulled up. Good news. So we got a jump start there. This should go up like 30, 40 cents here. Let's watch it. Up to the 32 again. Let me mark that tweezer move. That's right there. So we're getting up to the 32 in just a second based on that market magnet. It's a great indicator to get, guys, if you don't have it. I'm going to go for it there. There we go. So we got up to 65. I didn't get over greedy, even though it's still going. I just wanted to get the money. I saw the move happening, but I couldn't count on it for much more than that. Now, obviously, some of you are trading 500
Treasury
shares
Secretary
and doing
Besson
way better, and that's up to you.
said
I'm going to
US
keep
told
it like
China
I
that
said
the
it
fentanyl
earlier,
issue is fixed for
based
6
on
months.
a $40,000
fentanyl
account.
tariffs can
I think
come
it's
off.
$42,000. And basically what that
That's,
was a $28,000 account.
Treasury
And
Secretary
then the money
Besson.
that I kept making trading with you guys, it got it up to 42 over the last couple of months. And since I did it to the PDT thing, and I just decided, okay, reassess, stop withdrawing the money, reassess, and see if we do this, don't margin, but you can swing without a margin, then it's way safer for everybody to hold a swing, because I definitely hold swing stocks when I'm convinced in my mind with all the data that it's going to come back, rather than just sell for a loss. It's, I got to close it out. Everybody on the video, okay, I'm closing it out. It's just not a smart move. If I feel strongly it's going to come back my way, whether it be short or long. So yeah, it made a new high here. This is the 33 mark right there. We're going to get a pullback up here. I really want to play it long bias, not short bias. So I'd rather wait for this to come back down rather than short it. Look how strong a move that is. And I'm not going to chase it. Now, you guys all trade different ways, and you might be chasing this and doing fantastic, you know. So you got to do what is best for you. But I'm going to play it conservative, and we're just going to try to keep everybody solid today, as much money as they can make safely, and we're going to do it that way. That's what we're going to do. So here comes the retracement, the redip. This is the dip I wanted. So anything below the 50 cent, I'd probably go in 32.50 and below. It's not going down there. That's this level right here. So it hasn't really pulled back yet. The range of that was 86 cents of this candle, the last red candle. Our overall range down is 30 cents. So it didn't really even do that. And 47 cents up.
At the highs now. Indy Romeo Bravo.
The more it doesn't go down, the more I want to just get in it anywhere, because it looks like it's about to pop up, way up again.
Continue to make new highs now.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get in at 89 based on the price action I see, and let it to get pop up to the 33.50 zone again, that area up there. Let's get it up there. Again, that candle closed. We're in the middle between the 15 and the 5, so it's not really a fearful area to be in as far as going long right there. And it goes down to where I was waiting for it to go, and I didn't wait long enough.
Mirren says,
so now I have to reassess new data. Where am I now?
Not had conversation about,
and again, long buys is why this is so great. I believe it's going to keep going up, even if I call one trade wrong. I could have made 10, 13 bucks there. Just going for a little more. Again, based on the long biased. Yeah, we want to see it get up on the ask to like 30 cents here, maybe 32.30-ish range. Close to the high that it was just a minute ago, but you don't want to wait for it all the way there. And I'm not opposed to taking a loss if it goes way against what I'm doing here. If it starts to break the 20, then you'll see me just get out. I'm not going to double down as it's just going straight down. So, and then this will be down to like 20 bucks again. So, it happens, but you're just protecting what you have. Let's just get green today, guys. Nice and green. Adds up over the month. There's people trading strategies that are making a lot more money. There's no question about it. You're going to get that FOMO feel, and then they also can lose money. So just keep tight what you can do, what you feel good about, what allows you to sleep at night. And then slowly, there's a good reversal sign with that rickshaw man. Now, unfortunately, we don't want this 5-minute to turn red over here. See how this is where it entered? So if it breaks across that line and this is below that, that's bad news for my position, but it doesn't look like it's going to do it. I want the magnet to pull up here. I want to see some volume shooting across like we did last time, and then that would end up being a really good trade. So there's the 13. It hit 13 cents on the ask over the 33.13. So another push up, and we're going to have some good money.
To place up to 300 aircraft orders, expanding earlier talks were up to 230.
It's slowing way down, so it's taking too long to make the trades. But we're doing fine. 09 now on the ask. It just stalled at 09, just like there was 13. There's 15. It was 22 for a split second there. I'm going to try to go ahead and take that if I can get it. 20 cents I'm trying to get right now. 33.20 on a pop. So it stayed green, which was good on the last 5 minute. I'm keeping this a lot longer than I normally do.
Marin said, "Do not care that gold
Just
is at a
seeing if
record
it's going to
high."
give me a
I
pop.
argued that there is a geopolitical risk
Made a
premium on the
flat top
price
here,
of
as you
gold,
can see. So
but don't see economic
pretty much right at the
consequences
level.
for that.
I'm holding a little bit below the level where it has a flat top, making kind of a flat top. So let's see if it can pop back up there. Looks like it's definitely showing the level 2. It's about to pop. Ah, that was a weird spoof over there. Kind of sent it back down. So I've got it at 89, so I'm not bad. I'm kind of in the middle of this mess.
GMPX, Genprex hitting new highs.
Yeah, I'm going to
now.
cancel. It's been too long to
Another Papa X-ray,
hold that
$100
pop
stock
for the
up
20.
211%.
We may have to get out at more like the even dollar to make money, just so we can reassess how to trade this. Of course, the second I do that, it's going to pop up to the 20. Just even money, right? Grinding right at our position. Again, it looked like it was going to really pop, so I held.
Marin said there is a new risk to the outlook because of China's rare earth announcement, but it is not materialized.
Do not break that 20-cent level down there. Grind in here, guys, a little slower than I'd like to see. This action's really slowed down here. You can see on the Scalp Pro. See, this is good news here. 1009 story. See, 80% gain ahead for AMD. I mean, that's why you want to stay long biased on this. 13 minutes ago, that story. Hold and steady. Welcome to all the new people that are just swinging in here. We went over the scanners earlier. You might want to watch back on the different scanners that I coded that help find a variety of different stocks. And then a new strategy of trading with $1 Million Margin Club that I try to stay green for the streams and then holding into swings, but never using margin on the account to do it so that I can't get, well, that was not what I wanted. I wanted the $15, not the $9. Yeah, no, so there's the 20 that I was trying to get there. See, I would have got it. That's annoying. Is it going to break that flat top? 55's it's high there. See, I could have already shorted that. Now, let's see if we can buy it on a dip again. I had it at 89 before. Yeah, I'll try it. Oh, 82 this time if I can get it. No, I'm going to get out. It looked like it was going to drop another 10 cents, so I dropped out of that. And then it recovered itself. I'm looking for a dip now. Of course, I would love it to dip that back down here. You wait for the best position, and often you just don't have any trade. And let's see what we have here. It's continuing to burst through. $34 now, 40 on the ask. 48. It hit market 48 for a minute. Wow. Huh? So long bias, worried about shorting here, but I'm getting to the point where I'm going to go ahead and short that and hope that this is going to have a recoil. I won't get greedy on it if it does. So I am now shorting 50 shares, looking for a recoil below the 33 mark. Give me a recoil. Boy, it looks strong going up still, huh? Always risky to go in against the prevailing move, and it was going up fast there. That was the move I was looking for long that I didn't catch. So now I'm doing my old style trading, which is short biased on a long biased stock, so that's bad. So I might get out of this move soon here. I needed to get back down near the even dollar soon here. I have to get out of this move. Let's get some retracement here, guys. Come on. Don't want a losing trade. Don't want a losing trade. Come on. You're on your way down. Reject. Reject. Except for those people that are going long. Reject for me. Go long for you. I'm just going to try to get a green trade there so my average stays up. Is that cheesy or what? Yeah. And then I got out of that so I can get a dip down here better. So see if it goes down to the, but it, just in case it didn't, that's why I didn't write it down. Could have made money there. I chickened out. Be great if it would get back down to this flat top it made as a support level, right? Seems to be staying at the $0.75 here. Grinded our way up to $81 with 50 shares for the most part. Most I can go with AMD is 150, and if I wanted to hold it into a swing without margining. Those are rounded to the, half and whole. Oh, we lost our half and whole dollar because we went out of the range. The lines aren't marked anymore. Wow, that was anywhere in that 50 cents I should just grab. See, I missed it. If it goes down there again, I'm going to try to grab it on the bid. Is that done? Is it gonna go down there? 63.62. Definitely looks like it's about to go back up. So I'm looking for a dip here. Any kind of a dip. Give me one more dip. Come on. Oh, I'm waiting too long. It's going to go up. There it goes. Ah! Got too greedy. I was looking for a better move down. I'm just going to buy in right there. So I'm in because it's about to pop up. So I'm waiting for the pop up here. 50 shares at 90. Now it goes back down to the 70. Well, I was looking for the 50 cents, and I didn't get it. I would be more inclined to add here if it keeps going down to get me a better position because I'm all the way up at 90. It really looked like it was going to pop back through here, so let me just make a, so that's, where's 34? 34 is right. There's the even dollar, just 10, I'm 10 cents below that. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go in for that, guys. I'm going for it, for the recovery off of that. So we're gonna be a red candle here, unfortunately. So long biased. I'm not afraid to hold this into even this being red here. Not afraid to hold that. That's how confident I am. I don't want to see it break this flat top here, honestly. That would be where I guess I get scared holding it. It just did too. Wow. Wow, so I'm surprised it's back down below that. Maybe that's going to give it some real support. I can go 50 more shares on the way up if I so desired. What I got at 37. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. So that is my max now. So now I've got it at 64, waiting for it to break back up to the, wow, there it was. There we go. They're going to pick me up there? Come on. You had me there. $30 trade there for a split second, and then it went away. Next time I'm just going to do market. They're gonna hurt me, but I'd rather get out because that's a $60 swing there. Now with 150 shares, I should have just got out at that kind of money. So it's still doing this little game here. Let's get it back, swing it back up to above the 34. That was too bad. That was a good one. We were over $100 real quick there, and then it faded. But it's still going to come back. I have faith. It's going to break the 34. See, it's making a new flat top here. So we don't want to break down. We want to break out. So I'd be inclined to add here normally, but with these new rules I'm playing by that I can't margin in this account, then I can't. I don't have the funds.
IPO so. Possible on Fossil for the Indian Fossil.
This is just a straight cash value,
hitting $3.80
no margining
now at the high of 43%
in this account.
Fox Roscoe Sandy Lima.
And I hit my max for what rounded that I could go, rounded down. I was looking at some of the other stocks here. Nvidia's at 82. Here we go. Here we go. Wow, the way that's going. All right, so we broke 100, and I did get out right before it did that business again. Be interested in buying another dip down here. I think I will. So I'm back in again at 54, going right back into the buzzsaw here, but in a way better situation than I was. Well, I was at 64, and I had 150 shares. So now. Let's try to get that up a little bit more there, and a quick bounce there. I tried to get like $10 or something.
Now spiking
78.
Here,
so that's
now
$13 if it picks me up there, but it didn't. $13 on 50 shares. I'm waiting for the pop again. Not going to get greedy. We broke 100. Oh, now it's hurting me, so I'm going to cancel that. That is not what I wanted to see it break down. I'm closer to it at least, but yeah, not what we wanted to see. Going to try to get out of this so I can reassess our situation here. It is turning around, which is good. Waited for a bigger pop. I'm going to take a small profit if I have an opportunity here. Oh, should have just taken that friggin' $2 there, huh? Because it's giving me better entries down here to be long bias, so it's kind of the way I'm looking at it rather than add to it. I'd rather get out and then enter again. The more it does this, the more it seems like it's really going to break back up, though. I'll take that. All right, I think that slipped quite a bit there, but let's see, just in case it retraces. Oh, it kept going that time. Oh, well. It's going to break that 34. Yes, briefly. You can see I'm ready to go short bias, which I shouldn't. I should wait for the dip. This is a great channel. I hope it comes back in here. It's a 75-cent channel, but it's breaking it pretty good. So 34.50 was its high. I got it in here at 90 cents one time, which seemed a little high for this, this area where it was consolidating. So down here in the 60, 70 cent range would be better, 33.60, 33.70. But the question is now, do I want to try to short this when I'm long bias? And usually you should never go the opposite of your bias. But there it goes. So new high. So what are we going to do here? Really, which is just screaming to short this. Is it going to reject at the 35? I only got 50 shares if I'm wrong. New high, 86 cents. I want to see if it's going to reject it. I'm thinking of rejecting it to 235, so that's where I would want to try to grab it, or a few cents above it if it breaks it. There was 99, 34.99. Looks like it's about to pop it. A lot of people say sell at 235. Okay, I'm going to try to grab that. I got it at 19. Okay, so big chance, obviously. We'll try to get it right there. We got money right away. So we got a recoil there right away on that. Trying to get a new, it definitely has channel hop now. So we're out of this channel. So we got to reassess. That was a strong move too. Kind of wish I would have taken a swing on this today. Now it's almost like we lost the opportunity, right? So I'm keeping an eye on the half and whole dollar. We left $10 from its range. That's why it's gone. It's got a $10 range. They're down here from the open. So I could reset that, but then it'll disappear on every other stock, and I don't want to do that. So 37 minutes, 126, mostly 50 shares. I was 150 on one trade and 100 on another trade, but it's been pretty tight. Very, very conservative way to stair step up to make a living, or to at least pay for your mortgage and your car payment, so, or your rent, whatever your situation is. How far is it going to break down here? Hit 70 cents twice on the bid and turned around. It's just going up today, right? Very little pullbacks. Let's start another channel at this tweezer, roughly that area. Use that as a waypoint. Remember, none of those are like solid lines. We're just seeing if maybe we can respect them. We're just changing our stripes with the price action, like being ready to move and move around. I'm going to go ahead and go in for the 60 cent there. So I got it at 56. That was great. It dropped right as I clicked it, which was good. So for me anyway. So now I'll try to get that. So now 144. So that was a good little trade. Look again down here for the 50, 60 cents range, but it might be about to do a breakout of its, well, that's a level I just created, remember, but so it's high as 235.30. Yeah, it's going, yeah. And there she goes. So 33 target high, 20 cents down, 27 down. You can see the range of these candles are pretty good. These are 1 minute ranges here. And the longs have beat out the shorts big time. Made a new high. Wow. I think I'm going to try to do a recoil here, guys. See if we can get it up near a recoil off the 50 cent. If it gets up there, there's 42, 47, 54. I get it. I got it at 54. I tried to quickly break this. So I wanted to break the 150. I know that was Charlie's goal today. So how are you? You're not 150. Okay, you're 130. Something went wrong there, huh?
VIVK, another penny stock.
Got out of that quick. That's why you don't want to get too greedy, right? Look at the drop.
That's a Vivacor.
Okay, I'm going to play that long, knowing I can add to my share size. Charlie, did you get it? Yep, okay. She got in that. I think we're going to get a recoil here to get her 20 bucks she needs. Let's see.
term sheet for $40 million commodity intermediation facility. That's VIVK.
Yeah, I'm looking for it to get up to the 73 zone, 73 up in here. Right about right there will be about $20 on 50 shares. So that's kind of where it was sort of stalling. There's the $0.75. So we're looking for it to recover up to that level and hope this isn't a bigger retracement. We had a nice green candle as it crossed, and now we've got a red candle on the 5. But as you can see from the 15-minute, we're nice and green here, so it's just straight up. So is the 34 going to hold it? Nope. Doing okay. You're still above 100, right? Oh, no, you're not. Yes, you are. Okay. So, yeah, I would, if it broke through here, I'd add as it went back up. I'm thinking of adding as it goes back up to the 34. I see some volume price coming in. Let's see if that magnet picks up there. You see it coming in over here? So if that magnet can pick up, then it might be worth doubling down our share size as it goes back up. Or if it breaks the 134. Here it comes. The magnet just came up. So get ready, Charlie. So we're gonna probably add to it as it breaks the 234. Let's see if it breaks the 234. Takes a second for that volume to register here with everybody. So just hold tight a minute. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it now. So I went in. So I'm at 33.91. And this is about to recover. So
ACHR,
give it a second. Here it comes.
Here, mentioned as a buy at Zacks.
It's going to break through the 34 now.
Alpha Charlie Hotel
Here it comes.
Romeo.
Nice big move coming up. Get ready. It's going to break to the 34. Is it not listening to me? There it goes. No, not quite. Okay.
ACHR,
do you not hear me, Mr. Puppet?
Tech Innovators newsletter from Zacks.
Sometimes it takes a little bit when you see the magnet pull up, like a 30 seconds, a minute, maybe even 2 minutes, and then you start to see. You can see it did a rickshaw man. Some people might call it a hangman or a doji as a reversal sign as that turned green, and there you go. So we're looking for a, what did we need? I lost track because we added share size. So I should have just taken that profit. I thought about it. I just didn't know how much you needed. So obviously you're going for what you need.
Article now
and,
from ADX being circulated. CMO.
Come on, we broke our 150 and now it's toying with us. That's a pretty big red candle on the 5 minute. I don't like seeing that.
That was out today.
No new news. Really? Is it going to break that flat top? Oh, it already broke the flat top. Oh. That's not good news, Charlie. We're having a problem here. We should have taken that green when it was there. Let me just assess here for a minute to make sure we're not going down a bad rabbit hole. You can always recover. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good price action. That's showing a rejection still. So we may have to call it here. We don't want to. I don't know how deep we want to go on this. So this is really the last straw here on that 24. It's coming back up. I'm going to take a loss if it breaks that 24 with any kind of veracity. I'm just prepared just in case here. There it goes. Finally, we're going back up to the magnet, which is like why it's called a magnet, is it draws the price action to it. Finally, now you're going to take the green where you see your green. I'm not holding this into a
SLGB
big move,
shares are
honestly,
open now.
because of what just happened here. I'm not thrilled. Now we broke a new 5-minute. That's a 15-minute right there. So you can see everybody's red suddenly now. So, you know,
Smart Global Logistics
I almost
price
wanted to take a lesser
at
loss there.
$5
Oh, no, no,
now
no, no.
at
Two. Yeah, that's
$5.25.
it.
That's
I'm going to have to get out of this trade.
SLGB. IPO is open now.
Waiting to see if it bounces back again. I had a lesser loss up there for a minute ago. Big spread now. It's really stalling at that level where it was before. You can see here, that's the old flat top. There's a lot of liquidity pool right there. Here comes the magnet. This is below the magnet, which means, oh, there we go. We held into that. So I would get out of this move, Charlie, if you can get any kind of green, frankly. I'm not going to hold this into a greedy move. That was weird, huh? That was a weird, no reason that happened there. The second I take a lesser loss, it's going to shoot to the moon.
IRBT, iRobot, the weekly $5.50 calls trading now. India Romeo Bravo Tango, IRBT.
There we go. That's a good sign. Got a green 5-minute forming. Breaking the 50 cent for a minute. Let's let this candle close and see where we're at here. This next 1 minute here is going to tell the story.
iRobot, $5.57 the high now. India Romeo Bravo Tango.
Does seem like it's turning around here, so good news for us. Got kind of caught into a 100-share move and wiped away a bunch of the profit. Here we go. All right, I wouldn't get over greedy, but that's me. And I'm selling market because I just want to get out of this move. It's a whole new, we're in a whole new channel now, so we're hitting to the ceiling of that channel. Is kind of where our position is. It's definitely messing with us, huh? I'm okay taking a loss up here, honestly, Charlie, just to get out of this situation. I don't like the situation. I'm just trying to do a much lesser loss, like single digit, not double digit, if it gets up there.
Oracle, ORCL. Energy Transfer is the main supplier of natural gas for Oracle AI data center collaboration.
I'm just going to take that. I think I actually lost money. Yeah, I lost $1.
Grid being circulated now. That's Echo Tango,
okay,
Oscar
you're still
Romeo
in the move,
Kilo.
so good for you. And there it goes. So I chickened out, and you stayed in. Well,
Lima,
it's back
ORCL,
down to our position now.
Echo Tango, Volta Grid collaborates with Oracle to power next generation.
Stayed above the 150 anyway.
That's a press release.
And there it goes.
Blog post on Volta Grid, actually.
My concern was a lot more for you than me, but there you go. Sometimes I just get overcautious for everybody because waiting for that move was the better thing to do. The fact that it channeled 2 channels really kind of blew my confidence in the upward move, because sometimes on these you'll get these much larger retracements. So our open was way down here, guys. So it could have retraced and then shot to the moon. You know, it could have come way down here, 228. You know, so you don't. There you go. Okay, so she made her money. So now you're above me. You're 160. All right, so she's green. I'm green. I hope you guys are green.
Shares of Energy Transfer getting some volume here, popping to the highs.
We're just about an hour into it, and I think I'm going to call it there. If I was continuing to trade this, you know, I would definitely go long biased. I'd look for these dips off the levels, even in $0.50, and then keep my share size tight, and then just stair step up on this stock, because we've got a clear long bias that's channeling on a large cap, mega cap stock. I mean, That's what you look for every day, is that situation. And it was almost called it here for me as if it was going to break this level. It kind of did, and then I held a little longer, and but it was getting to the point where I was just going to sell, and I'd be down to like $80 or $70, and then have to work my way back up. But right now we have a $3,000 month at this level. I know I've been doing more than that earlier this week, so that's good. So just grabbing a trade whenever I could with all this other stuff that's been going on. So remember, if you missed it, go back and watch about the scanners. Let's take a look at some of these right now. So this one right now that I'm going to click on is the one that's making a new high of day. Let's just see. Yeah, this is the high of day scanner. I really like this scanner best if you're going to try to trade catalyst type situations here. Let's take a look at the... So this one is called the Professor's High of Day, and I think it's $4.99. It has a bunch of custom codes into it, and yes, I am promoting the $1 Million Margin Club because that's what I'm doing on this channel. So don't give me a hard time. People are allowed to make money, guys. So really, that's only 30 cents. Let's look at how thickly traded this is. Wow, look at that. 500 shares there. That's 5,000 shares. 50 shares. Right, multiplied by 10. No, 70, 50. Okay. Or is it multiplied by 100? That's what
IRBT, iRobot at 45% now.
Okay. So I'm just getting another look at this. I just barely moved. So this would be one you'd be sitting and waiting for the move because this isn't even moving. It's so thickly traded. It's just sitting there. So it's not one I would normally trade, but if it's really busting, out.
UBS note
this
out.
One's hard to borrow. That one's going
transfer.
up. It looks like this is on the other scanner, which is the 4% gap.
Oracle AI data center
but
collaboration.
no, it's hard to borrow, so you'd have a hard time with that. And then what else would I look at today for you guys? It looks like NVIDIA's recovering. Take a quick look at that because that's always one that's for 50 shares is one you could probably trade safely because it's going to consolidate. So it's consolidating off that trend. I called it, marked it. It's real serious there. So it is going back up, which I believe it will today. And I can't think of the other. I think I have a swing on Tesla. That's the other one I have a swing on. Tesla's not hitting my scanners here for some reason. Got this thing in my way here. I've got all these scanners over here on these two screens. 5 different scanners I'm looking at, and I don't understand why Tesla's not coming up. Maybe I don't have any of them set high enough for 500. Let's take a look at Tesla here and just see where it's at. Am I missing Tesla here? I thought I entered it in here. Maybe I did. Maybe it was on the other account. Huh. Oh, yeah. So that went up. Yep. Okay. Yeah, because it started down here at 4. It was down as low as 429. So, all right, guys. I hope you're doing good today. I'm pretty sure I'll be back tomorrow on the $1 Million Margin Club this month. I'm sorry for the sporadic behavior, but I've got a lot of stuff going on. So that's why it's free to trade here, right? It's free. So I'll be here sometimes and I might not be here other times. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are doing good. You go green out there, and I'll catch up with you soon.